have been digging Amazon Prime's Fallout TV series, but fans are worried that one beloved game is getting wiped from the franchise's lore. But first, before we dive into and explaining why, we're gonna give a little spoiler warning for later episodes in the series, specifically episodes 5 and 6, as well as the game Fallout New Vegas. So, where the issue comes in is a scene around Shady Sands, which is a location in the Fallout series that is really iconic to players, as it's the first settlement most players will come across in the original game. In the series, protagonist Lucy and Maximus come upon Shady Sands in episode 5 and find that it has been destroyed by a nuke. And then later, when exploring Vault 4, we see a helpful little timeline of events on a blackboard, and that includes the fall of Shady Sands, which is dated at 2277, with a mushroom cloud indicating that it's been nuked, as we see. Now, the issue comes in is that Fallout New Vegas takes place in 2281, and Shady Sands, as the games describe, goes on to be the capital of what becomes the New California Republic, one of the major factions in the world, especially seen in Fallout New Vegas. Now, Fallout New Vegas is one of the games not developed by Bethesda, and some fans are worried that this nuking of Shady Sands, which isn't touched on in New Vegas, is Bethesda's way of wiping New Vegas from the lore. But the thing is, it's not actually a retcon. Now, the show isn't just changing canon so much as it's playing in the lore that already exists and building something new. Now, the argument is that if the NCR capital is bombed, then they're not able to become a major power, which leads them into the events of New Vegas. While the game nor the TV show explicitly say that the NCR fell, found a new way to move forward. The Fallout TV show especially is interesting because it takes place furthest down the timeline that any property has ever gone, taking place about 15 years after New Vegas. Just because the nuke is mentioned in the TV show and not in the game doesn't mean they can't find some way to make both properties fit together in the lore of the timeline. And you don't have to just take my word for it. Bethesda's studio designer, director, and the writer of Fallout 3 and 4 even took to X to address the question of New Vegas being canon or not, explicitly saying, "Of course it is. We've never suggested otherwise." There you have it. New Vegas is still canon. And the TV show is great. Have you been watching Prime Video's Fallout series? Has it inspired you to go back and boot up the old games? Let us know. And for all things Fallout and more, check out Kotaku.com.